Good evening. So in tonight's video, what I'm going to be talking about is how to say the different months in the Navajo language. Now, a YouTube subscriber had asked me how to say the different months in the Navajo language, and this video is going to cover it. Now, in terms of talking about the months, there's really a lot to say. Like, certain months are known for certain things on the calendar. They're associated with certain ceremonial thoughts or concepts. None of those are going to be covered here. Basically, this video is just going to cover the different months, what their names mean, and how to say them correctly. So to start off, we're going to start off with October. The reason we're starting off with October is because in the Navajo calendar, October is the first month of the Navajo year. So to say October in Navajo, you say Rajin, Rajin, which basically translates to back to back. So to say back in Navajo, you say Huishran, like my back, Shishran, my back, Huishran, someone's back. Jin, against it. So Rajin, using those two words together, it means back to back, Rajin. And the reason why it's called back to back is because summer is back to back with winter in the month of October, which is why you have the word Rajin for October. For November, you say Níłch'its'ósí, Níłch'its'ósí. The word breaks down into two parts, Níłch'í, which means wind, Níłch'í. In some contexts, it can also mean spirit. But in this context, it means wind. Tsoh means slender. So it describes slender winds, the month that has slender winds. Níłch'its'ósí, November. For December, you say Níłch'itsoh, Níłch'itsoh. So Níłch'í means wind, tsoh means big. So this month means the months of big winds. Níłch'itsoh. Níłch'itsoh. That's how you say it in Navajo. December. Níłch'itsoh. For January, you say Yas Niłt'ees. Yas Niłt'ees. So yes in Navajo means snow. Niłt'ees means frying, or frying is probably the best description of it. So it's, people say that where this name comes from is by the time winter has by the time it's the middle of winter, people would start melting down snow for water, for a water source, which is why you have the name Yas Niłt'ees. Frying or boiling water, it really means frying, Niłt'ees. Some people translate this month to crusted snow, but it more describes frying, the word Níłch'it'ees. So the concept behind Yas Niłt'ees is the concept that you're putting snow on the stove to get water, to get some sort of water source, because by the middle of winter the water source has run out. So that's kind of the concept behind the word Yas Niłt'ees. Yas Niłt'ees, January. For February, you have the word Atsá, Biyáázh, February. So Atsá means eagle. Biyáázh means it's little one, so it means like little eaglets. Atsá, Biyáázh, because this is the point at which the eagles are giving birth, or where the eagles are hatching eaglets, giving birth, where the eaglets are hatching, and you have little eaglets. Atsá, Biyáázh, February. For March, to say March in Navajo, you say Wóózhhch'í, Wóózhhch'í. And what Wóózhhch'í means is, it's basically just a sound. It's the sound that eagles make when the eaglets are like learning to scream, learning to make their voice. Wóózhhch'í, that's how it sounds, or that's how the Navajos would mimic that eaglet sound. Wóózhhch'í, Wóózhhch'í, and that occurs in the month of March when when the eaglets are growing and they're crying. Wóózhhch'í, March. Wóózhhch'í, April. So the month of April is when things start warming up. So you have the word chil, chil, April. Now the word means leaves. That's what that portion means. Chil means little. That word chil, it's actually getting less and less in use. Most people use the word yajh for little, but at one time, people used to say chil more often for something that was little. For example, some people had the nickname Dinék'ehjí, which means little man. Somebody small, maybe somebody who didn't have a lot of height, a hobbit maybe. They would be called Dinék'ehjí. Chil means small. It used to mean small, but it's a word that's not being used anymore. So the word chil means little leaves. Chil. But again, the word chil is not being used as much. I don't hear it too much. I can't think of other examples in which you use the word chil because I honestly don't hear it. I just usually hear the word yajh for little, but that's where that name historically came from. Chil, little leaves, because at this point in the month, the leaves are starting to grow, but they're really, really little. For May, the leaves have like fully grown in, so you say tsoh, tsoh. Again, means leaves, tsoh means big, so May means big leaves. Tsoh, tsoh, big leaves. Historically, an older name for May used to be tsoh, which means big fly. It's the fly tsoh has like a lot of play in older Navajo stories. The word is hardly used anymore, but the old name for May used to be tsoh, but you don't hear that anymore, or most people don't say that for May. To say June in Navajo, to say June, you say Yá'eezh Chile, June. So what the word really means is it describes a time of harvest. The word Yá'eezh means I'm bringing it in. Yá'eezh, like if you're bringing in groceries into your house, or if you're bringing multiple items, when you say Yá'eezh, it means I'm bringing it in. Yá'eezh. And again, chil means small, so Yá'eezh Chile. It basically means like the small harvest season. Not the bigger one, but the smaller one, the small harvest season. Yá'eezh Chile. Yá'eezh Chile, June, the smaller harvest season. An older name for June, which basically has become extinct, is Jádí Iiłchííh. Jádí Iiłchííh. At one time they used to say that, Jádí Iiłchííh. Jádí means antelope, Iiłchííh means they're giving birth. So an older name for June is Jádí Iiłchííh, but again, that's almost extinct. Hardly anybody says that for June. Jádí Iiłchííh. So for July, you say Yá'eezh. Yá'eezh. Again, Yá'eezh means I'm bringing it in, describing the harvest, and tsoh means big. So when you put them together, Yá'eezh means July. But it literally means the bigger harvest. Yá'eezh, July. Now, just like June, July also has an older Navajo name. The older Navajo name for July is Biyáázh, which means the deer are giving birth. Biyáázh. A better way to probably say that would be Biyáázh, meaning the deer, like multiple ones, more than 3, are giving birth. If you say Biyáázh, it can also sound like you're drawing inside something like a coloring book or something, Biyáázh. But it means the deer are giving birth as well. It's like a play on words, Biyáázh. But that's an older word for July For August, to say August in Navajo, you say Biyáázh, Biyáázh, August. How it works out is if you use the beginning of the word, it's kind of like saying Níłch'its'ósí, which means it got ripe, Níłch'its'ósí. And again, tsoh at the end means slender, so Biyáázh means like the slender harvest or the smaller harvest. Biyáázh, like when the plants got ripe, Biyáázh. That's how you say August in Navajo. And again, to say September in Navajo, you say Biyáázh, Biyáázh. Again, the beginning of that describes like a time of plants getting ripe, and then so at the end means big, so like the big ripening season, Biyáázh, and that's the end of the Navajo calendar. And again, for those who read the calendar by the moon, they know that there's at times there's 13 months in a year, and for that 13th month you have Níłch'its'ósí, and a lot of people really don't know what that means. I've asked around. Some of the elderly, they don't know what it means. Some haven't heard of it, Níłch'its'ósí, and that's the 13th month of the year. And some people think it means like two traveling together, but it's kind of the meaning behind it has been lost. Níłch'its'ósí. Some people did ask me, is it anything related to tarantula? I don't know. Possibly, but I don't know. And again, tarantula in Navajo is Níłch'its'ósí. That's tarantula in Navajo. So those are the 12 months or 13 months, and that's how you say them in the Navajo language. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, send me a comment. But other than that, that's how you say the 12 months in Navajo. Have a good evening.